What's up, everyone? Lexi Rafael, and I'm here for another episode of the Business Choreography Podcast. And today is a solo episode with just me. I'm in my car. I'm sorry. This is where I had today to record. Sorry if you can hear the AC in the background, but here we are. And today we are going to be talking about the top 2 methods to finding clarity in a business. So super excited for this episode, and I'll cue the theme song, and then we'll jump right in.
Listen, there's a lot to learn when growing and scaling your business.
That's why we created the Business Choreography Podcast, where we talk about choreographing your marketing, operations, and sales into dynamic systems that increase your revenue and your impact.
We'll explore solid business principles and discuss all things that make businesses dance to success with clarity.
We'll help you figure out where the holes are in your business and what you can do to fix them. Think of us as your official business choreographers, aka your insider growth strategists.
Remember, your choreography matters. Welcome to the Business Choreography Podcast.
All right, so today we are talking about the top 2 methods to finding clarity in a business. I'm kind of known as the clarity queen by a lot of people that we've worked with, and I love to help businesses find clarity. And what I found along the way is that it's hard to find clarity sometimes for your own business. So like, I'm the clarity queen, this is what I do, but I still find it hard to find clarity for myself. And so the number one way and my number one method for finding clarity in your business and any business is to get an outside perspective. And you may be going, well, Lexi, that's what you do. Of course, that's what you're going to say. Well, yeah, but it's also something that I practice, and it's also something that I know is so valuable because like I said, I can't always see it. I can't always find the clarity inside of my own business because you're so stuck in it, right? You're so stuck in the day-to-day of what's happening that sometimes you need an outside perspective to come in and help you find that clarity and help you find that next step that's going to move the needle. And so for me, the number one method and my favorite method is to hire someone and to get an outside consultant to come in and take a look at everything that's happening inside of your business to help you find that clarity. A few weeks ago, Michael and I, we jumped on with an outside perspective and an outside consultant to take a look at what we were doing and to help us find that clarity because we were stuck. This is something that we do every single day. This is something that we help people with. We are the choreographers. We are the people that come in and we take a look at all the holes that are going on and all the problems that you're having and all the reasons why things are not happening how you want them to happen. And then we find the solutions, right? And we help you develop the plan to move forward. And we still were having issues. And so we went to an outside perspective and they really helped us, right? They really helped us to see what we were missing. And even things that we teach people to do, they said, well, why don't you do this? Of course, but we couldn't see it, right? Because we are so stuck in that day to day. And so I think it's so powerful to have someone to come in and to look at what you are doing and to just give you that perspective, right? And then way number 2 and method number 2 to finding clarity in a business is a method that we love to use, and it's called model of the world. And model of the world is when you take a look at all of the assets, all of the resources, all of the things that you're doing, all of the things that you've done in the past, all of the future things that you want to do. Where do you want to be 5 years from now? Where do you want to be 10 years from now? And taking that whole model of the world, everything that you've done, all the resources that you have that you may have forgotten. Maybe you have a big group, maybe you have a podcast, maybe you have a YouTube channel, maybe you have a huge network that you've just forgotten about. And we take a look at all of those things and we gather the model of the world. And what this does is it allows you to take a big picture perspective and to get out of this small hole that you may be operating from and to look at the big perspective of everything that you have available to you and everything that you've done and everything that you want to do and go, oh, this is really what I should be focusing on right now because I've kind of gotten off track and I don't quite have that clarity. And we've found so many times along the way that it adds massive clarity when you go through your model of the world, and when you understand all of those pieces, and when you just step back for a second. We just did this with one of our clients, and we did an intensive with them, and we just asked them a whole bunch of questions and took a look at all of the programs that she's done. And she's done a lot of them, right? And she just hasn't been able to put all the pieces together, and it's just been a little bit lost. And so we just took a look at everything that she's gained and everything that she wants to do and all of the assets and resources that she had. And we were able to find massive clarity, and we were able to find the exact choreography and plan for her because of that. And now, this is something that you can do yourself. You can take a look at all of those resources and you can do your model of the world, and that can really help you find some clarity. But then going back to method number 1, when you have somebody else doing that with you, it just adds another layer to what you're doing. So those are my top 2 methods for finding clarity in a business. I love it. It's the go-to. Anytime that someone is struggling, that's what we do, right? We come in, so that's method number 1, and then we do model of the world with them. And without fail, we've been able to develop a plan and help that person find massive clarity along the way. And for us as well, when we have done that and we've sought the help outside of us, and they've helped us gain that model of the world, we've been back, right? We've been back in a good place. And so those are my top 2 ways. Are there other ways? Yeah, 100%. But I just wanted to touch on those 2 ways right now. And so if you are feeling lost and you don't quite have that clarity, please reach out to us and let's see what we can do. If, maybe the budget isn't quite there, well, then at least try to do some of those things and try to look at all of the resources that you have and do just a bit of an evaluation to try to get that clarity back. All right, guys. That's the podcast for today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and nice and quick, nice and simple today, and just keep searching for that clarity. It will come, right? It will come, and get outside of yourself. And if you guys need anything, reach out, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Business Choreography Podcast.
Every business needs choreography.
Choreography in your marketing, your operations, and your sales.
That's why we created the Business Choreography Group.
Come and join an amazing group of business owners developing their choreography to help their businesses grow and scale.
Go to bizchoreo.com/group to join us today.